Hello everybody, this is Simon with the first episode of Let's Play Mega Man 4. You know the drill by now, so let's talk boss order quickly. Seeing as we've now got a powerful standard gun, the game really opens up. Apart from a few very annoying ones, every boss can be killed by the Mega Buster pretty easily if you practice a little. So I'll just take the one that has a supposedly worst weapon and disprove rumors of it sucking again. Can't get enough of that tune. A quick review as always of our skills. Walking, jumping, sliding now and forever, oh god damn it, I love it so much. Shooting, normally, and of course the Mega Buster. We can now charge our normal gun to create a bigger shot that has a bigger area of effect and will deal as much damage as 3 normal shots. If you just charge it halfway though, it will make a normal shot that doesn't have anything special going for it except a new graphic. Also, the shots will now pierce enemies that are killed in one hit, meaning we can take out the projectiles those cannons fire and themselves in one fell swoop. It's also very good for swaths of enemies, for example if many of those flies were coming at us at once. This also means something for the design of the enemies, because every enemy that's somewhat tough now will take 4 shots to kill. This is more than 1 Buster shot. These guys here are special too, because they're the only enemy ever that can only be harmed by the charged Buster shot. Any other shot will just stun him. We're coming up to a surprise. Like me jumping too early. Oh my god. Those are the shield attackers and they will also be in later games from now on. They also take 4 shots to kill, I think you notice a pattern by now. Can only be harmed from the back and are generally quite the pain in the ass. Because they'll always come charging at you, it helps tremendously if you know when they're going to appear, or else if you have good reflexes. Jumping over them is quite easy obviously, but sometimes, like this guy here, they will come too high and you have to slide under. Oh hey little guy. You had something for me? Now that's awfully nice of you, even if I did not need it. This is Eddie. Eddie was built by Dr. Light and will teleport in at random points, okay, fixed points, but more or less randomly, during stages to give us a power-up that's also chosen randomly. Can either be a health upgrade, like here, a weapon energy upgrade that's mostly not useful, for me a bit more than for you maybe, or even an energy tank or an extra life. This area right here is entirely optional, but why would you not get here and get the E-tank? As always, we've now got Rush Coil at our disposal from the start. It's going to be a great help. But maybe we'll just find something later that it might in some places be more useful than Rush itself. Too bad for Rush. What's not fixed, sadly enough, is that if you change weapons on a ladder you will still fall down. It takes then quite a while to address this issue, but this Capcom we're talking about, it's kind of par for the course really. I kind of like the design on those Skull Cannons, and they're one of the few enemies that are just dead with 1 charged Buster shot. The green dudes falling from the ceiling are always going to be a nice surprise. And with nice I mean fuck surprises. But oh well. This jump here is the ender of lives. You more or less have to employ a technique which I just showed off, that is edging forward. Almost no normal jump in all the games I played before does require this. This is why you haven't seen me use it all that much. Mega Man 4 has a couple of those jumps though, I do not like them very much. Surprise again, I always forget about this guy for some reason. My memory is kind of spotty in places. And it's time for a really nice sunset. As mentioned, Mega Man 4 is a really pretty game. I appreciate that a lot. One last stretch full of the skeleton guys. They show off how evil they can really be. And they more or less require you to use the Buster just as you would use a normal special weapon. They're also a great opportunity to show off that I'm not really all that good at the game. Okay, I don't want to under-exaggerate here, if you know what I mean. Anyway, time for the boss. Skullman himself is an interesting boss. It's very Mega Man 4-ish, which is good because we're taking him first. First of all, he's one of those guys who will do nothing unless you act first. And jumping those is more or less out of the question. We just saw him put up, which will make him impervious, is his signature Skull Shield move, and it does nothing but prolong the fight. This is also something that will come into play later with later bosses, which is very typical and I do not understand it at all. What we also see is that he has a very rigid pattern. We always jump forward, use the shield, unemploy the shield, rush at us, jump, shoot, and then jump again. Leather, rinse, repeat. This takes a bit adjusting to, and as you know me, I take quite a lot of while to adjust to a pattern, so I think I can do better. Let's try this again, shall we? Yes, first of all, a very useful trick is charging the gun up before you go into the boss doors. This will start you off with an already charged shot and also color your nice green color if you're going in at the right frame, making your life a bit easier because you'll have an extra difference in life totals from the start. Jumping the shots is just a matter of waiting until he's fired too and then going up. And generally, as you can see, if you know what you're doing, this fight is tremendously easy. This is the case for most of the Mega Man 4 fights, and I do not really like this design decision. Because if you do know what you're doing, it's going to be easy on you anyway because you are already skilled at the game. If you're not skilled, those fights will destroy you. They require a lot of practice until you get the pattern. But with some bosses it's easier, with some it's harder. But still, it's make or break with those, and I do not like it at all. It's not so much reflex-based as completely memory-based. Anyway, we got a nice little animation. As said, they really went all out in the presentation of this game. And Skull Barrier. Skull Barrier is a shield weapon, the second one after Leaf Shield, and it's not nearly as good. It's still got its uses and we'll explore them later. For now, have a password, and thank you very much for your attention.